I'm the Hortafarmer, and some of you know me from before, but for those who don't, first of all, Horta means up wild edible greens, like for instance, dandelion, so yummy, and yarrow, very healthy and tasty with mushrooms and meat. But you can see those from my previous videos. But now I'm going to tell you some news that I'm going to have you send every Sunday a report of my life, because many people have said that why don't you explain what's happening with you on this farm in eastern Finland near the Russian border, where you can see Nordic lights. Now, for me, everything is like just everyday life, like having this area where the 1/3 of EU bears is living, and there are wolves and moose and deers and foxes and so many lizards and so many butterflies I've not seen elsewhere, but they just fill my environment. And there is silence, like, can you hear something here now? I don't, just the wind. Sometimes when it's smooth, there's not even wind sound. And there are lakes around, like I'm in the Lake District, and in Finland the Lake District means like 100,000 lakes, not like 5 or so in some countries, which is the Lake District. So we are lake and forest people here, and we have a long tradition in Europe of living in these areas, and it's a way of life I want to open to you in many ways. And also it's wild food, the most original food one can find. So I will talk to you about cooking wild food, like mushrooms and berries and fish you get from the lakes and wild greens, of course, all the time, because I'm a Hortafarmer. It's because of Gulf Stream we have this extreme strange conditions that we have the same light as the penguins on the South Pole, but yet it can be over 30 degrees in the summer. Okay, it can be minus 30 in the winter, but then I go to Andalusia, and in between I go to Crete, and I will send you reports from those areas, because I have hortafarms in Crete and in Andalusia, so I will report live on those areas too. So this is in fact a lifestyle of its own, to be a hortafarmer. So I'm going to talk to you every Sunday about the lifestyle of a hortafarmer, which is a principle that you could take into your life, to live next to the nature, to feel how awesome nature, your environment is, to downshift your life and to put down your stress and everything that goes along with it. Okay, there's a car going. We have 1 or 2 cars during the day, and just when I'm doing this recording, this one car happens. Okay, I forgive them. This lifestyle is rooted, connected to nature, and respecting it in the same way we used to do in Finland. Like we have Kalevala, which is like 5,000–6,000 years ago. Kalevala is an oral tradition of the explanation of the world, so I think this is awesome that it was never written until the 19th century, because it was disappearing, and one certain woman wanted it to be restored, and I will come back to her, Eva, later. There's so much to talk about, and to share here. So I think everybody's saying that please subscribe these videos, but I think you should. If you are at all interested in the history of humankind, how to live natural life, how to be connected, rooted, to eat functional medicine type of old tradition food or Cretan diet food, which is the oldest in kitchen. I will talk about that too, because I have been studying it from the 90s, so I believe I'm one of the best experts on the oldest kitchen of Europe. But the oldest kitchen in the world is wild food, and that is what we have here in Rääkkylä, which is a tiny village in Finland. But it's an awesome place, and I will talk about why it is so special to the whole humankind. So big promises, but if you subscribe, you will hear that Jouko, the Hortafarmer, in fact, has a point there. So see you later in all these videos I'm going to send you every Sunday.